I have a bone to pick with Google Maps because Google, why would you route me down a shady, sketchy Forest Service road to get to the trailhead when there is a perfectly paved way to get there? Why? This is kind of the second time that Google Maps tried to pull some shit on me because the last time it did this, I ended up getting stuck in mud in a ditch overnight in the Canadian wilderness. Google, do better. Good morning. I'm currently in Wyoming, more specifically where I'm heading to the Wind River Range, where I will be hopefully spending about 4 nights, not 4 nights, 4 days, 3 nights out here. It's an area I've been wanting to go to for like years now. I've had it saved on the map, and every time I drive past it, I'm just like, I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna explore next time, next time, next time. And with all the stuff that's currently going on with the big beautiful bill, so I figured now is as good a time as any before it gets sold to developers, which could potentially happen. Well, not the Wind River Range specifically, but the national forest lands leading up to here. It is on the map, so I'm gonna take this chance to make some memories and have a good old time in this gorgeous place. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am a little anxious about this trail, primarily because there hasn't been any recent reviews of the trail conditions, so I have no idea what it's gonna be like. It is nearing the end of June, so I'm hoping the majority of the snow is not actually on trail, and hopefully it's gonna be smooth sailing. But because I don't know what the trail conditions are like, I pretty much packed everything. I even went and bought some micro spikes just in case there's some snow traverses. We're gonna see. But what I do know is the mosquitoes are out. I stepped outside for a few minutes without bug spray and got bit like 5 times. So that's gonna be interesting. Hopefully they're not as bad the whole hike. Like once I get above like 10,000 feet, I'm excited. I'm nervous. Longest time I spent out in the wilderness by myself. Just gonna send it. Look at this view. That's gorgeous. But also, look at this. I've gone about 5 miles, 5.6, something like that. I'm at Barbara Lake. I'm taking a little break before doing the final push, before doing the final 4 mile to get to camp. It's been pretty easy trail so far. I'm glad. I kind of tweaked my back the other day, so I was hoping for the best and not have like a hurt back on this trip. But you know, I wasn't gonna not go. The bugs are crazy, by the way. I got ate the fuck up. Like every time I would stop, mosquitoes would swarm me. But it is gorgeous out here. It's a glimpse of the lake that I'm going to be camping at. This is absolutely beautiful. Jesus Christ. I've been trying to scope out spots to camp, and I think I found the best one. So I will set up right here. I just spent like half an hour trying to find a campsite because there are rules. You're not allowed to camp within 200 feet of the lake and within like 200 feet of the trail. And there's not a whole lot at this particular lake. And now I am hiding from mosquitoes because they are relentless out here. I sat down to filter water and I got swarmed immediately. And you see this shit right here? You see that? A big ass welt from a mosquito bite, which sucks because I want to go down to the lake. I want to take a dip. But if I do, it'll wash off all the bug spray that I have on and make it even worse. And I'll get swarmed and bitten even more than I already have. So I'm just going to wait to see if they, disappear and die down a little bit. And yeah, I'm exhausted. I almost fell asleep. I laid down for like 2 seconds and almost fell asleep. I'll see you guys later. I'm currently making dinner and mosquitoes have not let up. So I busted out the bug net and this is what I'm wearing right now. I got my rain stuff on just because they won't be able to bite through that. And oh shit, Jesus Christ. I was cooking ramen and it was overflowing, but I counted 8 mosquito bites on one leg alone, and I am surrounded by them. I ran back in the tent because they can't get me in here. They were, oh my god, this is this is literally the worst. I have never dealt with mosquitoes this bad. This is insane. They didn't get my body wearing all this, but they did get my feet, and of course that's the one thing that they were able to bite through. Oh my god. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know if I can last out here. I don't know if you guys can see them on camera, but look at that. 2 there, 1 there, another one right there, and there's just everywhere trying to eat me alive. All right, I'm all ready for bed, and if you're wondering, they're still out there. I went to go pee and like gather all of my stuff, and I got swarmed again. Didn't bite me though, but in any case, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully the lake I'm going to tomorrow, where I'll be camping, won't be as bad. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. All right, good night. Good morning, mosquitoes. I would like you to leave me alone, please. Good morning. As you can tell by my bug net, mosquitoes are already trying to kill me this morning. I severely debated whether or not to head back just because I'm just not having a good time. I thought mosquito season was going to be a little bit later in like late July, August, but they're really bad right now. But I decided to keep pushing and at least make it to Titcomb Basin, which is my goal. And I might cut my trip a day short, but that means I have to really hustle tomorrow, because from where I'm planning on camping, it's about 13 miles from the trailhead. So Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Where I'm going to be camping tonight might not be as bad, and then that might lift my spirits up because Seneca Lake, breeding ground for mosquitoes. And it's so beautiful out here, and I can't even enjoy it because I'm worried about getting bitten. Anyways, I didn't even eat breakfast yet. I just made my tea in my tent and then got the fuck out of there. And I hustled and packed everything super quickly and just stuffed everything in my pack. So, not the best way to start the morning, but we're moving. It's a lot better when you're moving, but as soon as you stop, they'll swarm. Anywho, I'll see you guys at Island Lake, I think, or Titcomb. 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 Like, seriously, how pretty is this? So I just ran into a couple of guys heading back, and I asked them about the mosquito situation at Island Lake, which is where I was planning on camping tonight. And they said it's bad. However, the good news is Titcomb Basin, which is where I was just originally planning on spending lunch there, they said there's no mosquitoes there. So I will be camping at Titcomb Basin instead of Island Lake. I cannot handle another night of just hiding in my tent. Look at the view. Gorgeous. Fucking A. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh my god. Taking a break. I'm starving, so I'm having just a little protein bar next to this really pretty stream and no mosquitoes. Do you guys want to hear some more unfortunate news? I've misplaced my sunglasses. I don't know where they are. I'm like 99% sure they're still in my tent because, like I said, I packed up in a hurry and the little things probably got lost in there somewhere. They're probably just in the side pocket. However, I am glad I decided to keep pushing because this place is absolutely gorgeous. So I'll deal with the mosquitoes for now. Little mountain beach here. This is crazy. is absolutely unreal. Holy cow. Can you guys believe this? Holy shit. Alright, so I found this spot and the views are absolutely incredible. There's somebody up there, and yeah, we're gonna stop here. So as soon as I set up my tent, the sky opened up and it started raining, so I just hunkered down and took a little nap. And now I'm heading down to the lake to wash off all the dirt and sweat that has accumulated over the past couple of days. And it's gonna be the official or first ever cold plunge of the year. I'm back in the safety of my tent. That felt amazing, and I feel somewhat clean. As clean as I can feel in these conditions. The clouds have rolled in again, and it might storm tonight, so I'm just gonna hunker down, make some food, and that will be it for tonight. So I think I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Good morning, and it is a very good morning. It was super calm after the storm last night and the wind, which as I was eating, there was like a strong gust of wind that like knocked up or pulled out two of my tent stakes, and the tent came crashing down on me, and I had to rush, panicked, and had to try and repitch the tent in this massive windstorm. But we did it. We're fine. We're safe. And we had a really good morning. Mosquitoes weren't out. I actually managed to make coffee and breakfast, an actual breakfast. And I ended up eating breakfast with a great view next to some marmots. And yeah, now I am heading back to the van. It's about 14 miles to the van, but I'm most likely not going to do 14 miles. I'm hoping for either 7 or 10. Sad to say goodbye to this place. After last night or yesterday afternoon and this morning, my spirits are way better than yesterday morning. Anyways, really nothing much to say. This place is is absolutely gorgeous. But I will see you guys later. Hi. So, taking a break. I think I have about 7.5 miles till the trailhead. I'm like half a mile away from where I was initially gonna camp, but it's still pretty early. I think it's about 3. Oh fuck! I got my water bottle in the river. But it's about 3 p.m. right now, and what I'm thinking is to just push it and hike the entire 14 miles back to the van. My body feels good, my leg feels good, and what waits for me is a shower and a bed to sleep on. So that might be the move. The reason I'm considering this option is because I had such a good night last night and a good morning that if I stay out here another night in mosquito infested territory, I'm gonna hate it. So I think I will just push to get back to the van. Made the executive decision to do that. Okay. Here's what I like about solo hiking or backpacking. I don't have to worry about anybody else. But yeah, I'll see you guys back at the van. Well, I'm about 4-ish, just over 4 miles away from the trailhead. And of course, it started to rain. I'm experiencing everything this trip. There was even a little bit of hail earlier, and it's turning out to be quite an adventure. So I'm gonna hustle back to the van and hoping I don't get struck by lightning. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the van. We made it. I made it. All right, so in hindsight, doing 14 miles was a bit much. I was practically wobbling at the end, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad to be back in the van. And now I have to drive 2.5 hours to get to a gym because that's the closest Anytime Fitness that there is. So it's gonna be a long night, but I cannot wait to take a long shower. The trail was great. The conditions were fantastic aside from the mosquitoes. I think there's one in here with me somewhere. Anyways, I was mostly concerned about snow, but barely any snow, which I'm glad because that would have been even more of a pain in the ass. However, the trail was absolutely gorgeous. I think it was one of the prettiest hikes I've been on in the States. So all in all, I had a good time. And yeah, thank you for watching if you made it this far. And I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.